Welcome to the show. This is Call to Worship with Rato. My name is Rato Makura, and welcome to the show. I'm really excited to have you guys here. So I just want to apologize. Last week's show was fantabulous. It was amazing. Pastor Emmanuel was such a blessing to us. But I do realize that the message that I wanted to share with you guys, that the music was too loud and you couldn't hear the message. And I believe that is a very important message. And as requested by some of the loyal members and those who watch the show every time it's on, they've requested that I play that message again. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys, just to share with you what the Lord has put into my spirit. And you know, it was a confirmation, because this week a man of God also posted something regarding the same issue, and I was just like, God, I can see what you're saying, and it is really important that the people hear this message. So the devil is a liar. Get thee behind me, devil. We are going to play this message and the people are going to hear it, the masses are going to hear it, and it's going to bless somebody. So today's show is going to be a bit short, but I believe it is going to be very impactful to you and to your loved ones. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also comment and let us know what you think and how you feel about the message, okay? Here we go. But I have this platform and I want to share the word that was in my spirit about, about the season that we're in, if I can say that, and what God wanted me to share with the youth in this season. So let's get right into it. Please don't come for me about my nail. It is so painful. It just came out now. I need to just go do my nail. So you can catch at me. Anyway, to the word. So basically, let me give you guys a background. I grew up going not to church every weekend. It wasn't a really big thing. Like once in a while my mom would be like, we're going to church, and we'd actually go to church. But I got born again when I was in my 20s, my early 20s. Just after I gave birth to my daughter, I gave my life to Christ. I got baptized at a really wonderful charismatic church. But then I started getting, itchy ears, and I wanted to hear prophecy, and I started looking for prophets and going to different churches and stuff like that. And as I was praying about this program and asking God, what is it that you want us to share with your people in this season? And he said, my children need to heal from I receive syndrome. And I was like, what? And basically it spoke of being in this age and era where we are the youth who receive, or we are Christians who are only here to receive. And you go to church and you are so excited, and the pastor tells you that, or the prophet and the apostle tells you that, receive your breakthrough, and you say, I receive your marriage, receive this, receive that, and you are receiving and you're excited. And then 1 month down the line, 2 months down the line, things are not going well. You lose your job, your rent is due, things are just falling apart, and you're basically there like, but was I not just receiving, this whole month or whatever? I've been giving seeds and I've been sowing seeds and I've been doing this and that. Why are things not working out for me? Why are things not coming together? And I remember I read a post on Facebook, and it was a thread of different people saying how they have given up on prayer and given up on God because God is just not coming through for them. And God was like, my people need to heal from that, because I am not the God who works at their time. I'm not the God who works like that. Just because you were at church and you received a word, it doesn't mean automatically everything just falls into place the way you want it to. And I was like, wow. because this also ministered to me personally, because I went through that phase where I felt like, you know, I have gone to church and I've done first fruit and I have given my tithe and I've done this and that, and God, what is going on, you know? And you go to church and they tell you the God of suddenly is going to do it, and you're like, okay, hopefully now it's going to happen. And you get to work and you've lost your job and you're like, but when and how? And for me also personally, it was when my my dad, when he fell sick, automatically the first thing I thought of is prayer, right? I was like, I need to pray. I called on a group of ladies that I pray with. I was like, ladies, we need to pray. And we prayed and we prayed and we prayed. We fasted, we prayed. My dad's family was also fasting and praying, you know, for him. And my dad passed away. And it broke me in so many pieces. And I was just like, but does God even hear me though? You know, does God hear us when we cry? And so God spoke to me while I was preparing for this presentation or for this event, that we need to heal from thinking that things are always going to work the way we want them to work. You know, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, my God, when they got thrown in the fire, before they even got thrown into the fire, they said, even if my God does not show up, I will not bow down to your God. And I think most of us Christians, New Age Christians, are not at that level where we would say, even if God does not give me that job, even if God does not give me that husband, even if God doesn't answer me now, although I feel like he should answer me now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, I need him now. Even if he doesn't do it, I will still worship no other God. And that is a powerful statement, right? Because no other God can compare to him, and we do not give ourselves and our lives to him only because of what he can do for us, but because of who he is, because we believe that we want to be we are saved not just for the purpose of, you know, receiving cars and houses, but there is a bigger purpose than that. And so God wanted me to share this word, and I didn't make it to the program, but I hope that this is going to bless somebody today and it will touch somebody, and just let you know that if you actually sit down and read the Bible for yourself, you'll realize that there is a process to how God can do things. And as much as he can say to Abraham and say, you'll be the father, you know, of nations, it didn't happen overnight. He didn't go to sleep with his wife that night and in the morning his wife was pregnant with triplets or quadruplets or whatever. It was such a long process, and you cannot lose your faith along the process. So heal from that. Heal from believing in microwave miracles. Heal from believing in microwave answers, you know, 2-minute noodles answers where we want things to be done now. Let us have faith in God and believe that he is taking us through a process for a reason. And one day we might understand it, and one day we might not even understand it. You know, it might not even make sense to us. I was reading Job, the story of Job again, and you know, we've all heard preachings about how Job, God trusted him and he tested him, and he took his children and he took his cattle and his wealth and whatever, and Job said he will not curse the name of the Lord, but God restored him. But just keep in mind that God did restore him, but you can't bring back his children. His children were still gone. You understand? So restoration did come, but it didn't come, you know, in the way that some of us would expect it to come, because there are some things that they're irreplaceable. You can't replace his children. Even if he had other children, the children that he had before, you know, cannot be replaced. So our walk with God is not a walk that is easy. We need to heal from microwave Christianity, and we need to start accepting and understanding that our walk with God is so much more bigger than that. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And that's just so powerful. I hope it has impacted somebody. I hope it has touched somebody. I hope it has revived somebody to say, you know what, I want to get to know God for myself. I want to read the word for myself. I want to take this journey and understand that this is not a get quick rich scheme. This is a process. This is a journey with God. I personally have been through situations where I realized that it could only be God. You know what I mean? I think sometimes when you read the Bible, it is so easy for you to, get carried away, and you hear when the pastor is preaching, like I said, you're so excited and everything, but going through an experience and coming out of it and realizing that it could only be God who pushed you through it, that is something else. It changes your walk with God. It changes how you feel about things. And yes, we are human. There are times we still, go back to our old ways or go back to thinking, no, but God, you should do this. Like, I don't understand why you're not doing this, But it is a journey. That's why it's not a quick fix shop where you get fixed and that's it. It is a process. It's a journey. And because of that, we cannot stop praising God. We can never stop worshiping Him. This is what we know and this is what we believe in. And we will not be shaken and we will not be moved by any situation. Sorry. By any situation or any trial that comes our way. The Bible also says that that trials and affliction are gonna come our way, but we need to know that God is with us. The Bible also says that He will go with us through the fires, which means He won't stop the fire. Sometimes He allows you to be in that fire and He will be in it with you. And it's crazy because we're thinking, God, if you're all powerful, all mighty, just take me out. I mean, come on, Chummy. But He doesn't work that way. He has a process. And today's message at church really challenged me. Pastor Authority was saying that we need to ask God, why were we brought on this earth? That there is a reason why you are here. And once you start walking in it, there will be challenges, but you will see certain things moving a bit better, moving a bit easier because you are walking in what God has called you to do. So I'm just encouraging you that this week, may you walk in your purpose. May you ask God, what is it that you have put me on earth for, so that I can walk in it, I can flourish in it, I can, be a good and faithful servant, that God one day will say, well done, good and faithful servant, because you have fulfilled that which He has poured into you. You have poured it out and you have fulfilled your assignment. So have a blessed week. Next week we have a guest artist on the show. So it's really, really exciting stuff. This week is all about reflection. May you reflect on your life, your assignment, and your walk with God. If it's genuine or if you have just been bought into the idea of the hand of God and not knowing Him as a complete God.